Ooh, hee, ha, ha. And I thought my jokes were bad.
Give me one reason why I shouldn't have my boy here pull your head off.
How about a magic trick? I'm gonna make this pencil disappear. Ta-da! It's gone.
Welcome back to the Bubba YouTube channel. Guys, today's video is going to be a banger, so you already know what it is. Bubba Army in the chat. Now, I needed to become a bigger alpha male, so I hit up my homie, George Washington, and we did 500 laps in the Grand Canyon with the Bugatti. It was a really awesome trip. Shout out George Washington, the homie. Now, I did all of this in order to reach flow state, to roast all of these cornballs. They've multiplied. They have become one organism. The Sharamuta Cartel recently uploaded a couple of videos on their YouTube channel, and at this point I'm starting to think that they're just easing into all of this drama in order to bring up hype. But hey, they can do whatever they want here on the Bubba YouTube channel. We're just gonna roast all these insecure alpha males 24/7. So let's get this show on the road. At this point, I think it's pretty obvious that we live rent-free in these cornballs' head. This is not a thumbnail from my video. This is a thumbnail from the Big Boy YouTube channel. Yep, these guys now are copying my thumbnails, and I want to say something. My thumbnails aren't even that good. They're horrible, actually, and all of the titles of my videos are an absolute joke. I just make them like that because I just find it funny. I find it hilarious whenever I title it and I make it that horrible, right? But these guys now are unironically copying my thumbnails. Like I have like 15,000 subscribers, so they're trying to copy the success that we're building here. But I found this kind of funny because I was like, what? Are you serious? It's literally titled like the same here on the Bubba channel. It's even got like the same like color font in the background. Just like, what is going on? But yeah, I just wanted to real quick show that to you guys. I was like, oh my gosh. But here's the footage from their push-up competition. These guys really should have just enlisted into the military if they wanted to do this whole down, one, up, one drill. These guys actually think that they look super tough. They look super cool. This is just like your normal day, every single day in basic combat training or whatever military training you're doing, right? But it's just like I really can't get over how stupid all of this is, right? I wouldn't hate, right? I wouldn't hate on 99% of the population if they hosted like a push-up event, right? Like a Big Joe barely going down. And look at that pig boy over there with his booty way out in the air. Oh my gosh, like you can't make this stuff up, right? But what I was saying was, if 99% of the population hosted a push-up event, right, or a calisthenic event, I wouldn't hate on it. I wouldn't critique it, right? Just dudes going out there and working out. But whenever you start framing it with this whole alpha male thing and you start showing off to the internet, you're like, look at me, I was in the front leaning position for 5 seconds. Like, wow, look at me, I'm so tough. Like, you should respect me, I'm an alpha male. I'm just gonna roast you. I'm just gonna roast your ass because you look so stupid. None of this is impressive. Literally none of this is impressive, but they go around, they pat themselves on the back and they're like, yeah, we're way more alpha than the guys that actually have jobs, the guys that actually have careers. We're way more alpha than them. My apologies for the horrible cringe background music. I just can't figure out how to remove the background music. Y'all said that I could, but when I went to go put it in this machine, it said that the file wasn't compatible, yada, 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 right? So I'm sorry about that. Can't do anything about it. Now we got Wes Watson over here looking like an absolute worm. I always tell you guys that this guy is always angle maxing. Look at him right now. Look at him. I didn't do anything to the photo. It's just him standing in his kitchen. He looks like a normal guy. Honestly, he would look way worse if he had all of those tattoos off. Then you could actually see his muscle definition or his lack of muscle definition. For a guy that is constantly roasting other people who realistically have good physiques, he's always bashing people. This guy also says he's like 245 and he's like 5'6". That's not, no way do I believe that. The guy's capping. He is lying off his ass saying that. There's no way this guy's 240, 245 or whatever. He said in some recent video. We'll have to react to and laugh at him again. But yeah, this is an example of how Wes Watson is always angle maxing. He never actually is that impressive looking. He's not as big as he looks. He's a really insecure guy at the end of the day who's always trying to make himself look better than he is.
Back and we're heading out to Miami. Me and Cali, we moving to Miami, man.
Yeah,
we got a spot in Miami, and we're gonna be bi-coastal, man.
Wow.
We're gonna be on the West Coast and whatever that coast is called. All right, West Coast and East Coast, baby. You know what I mean? So
This guy really just call it bi-coastal? I mean, hey, if you want to be what you want to be, pig boy, right? I've already been on the record saying, I'll come to the wedding. I'll come to the wedding if you have your huge marriage ceremony with Wes Watson and yourself. But man, just be upfront with it. Just be upfront with it.
bi-coastal. We're gonna go check out the pad over there. We're gonna go link up with Wes, and it's on and cracking, man.
yeah.
So
About to have
hey,
some fun.
about to have some fun. First time traveling with my BFF.
Let's go. Don't get me in trouble, though.
I was telling you guys, me, Cali, and Big Joe, we bought a
Killing
spot
it.
in Miami. We're
Wow.
bi-coastal now, baby.
Hell
We're
yeah.
gonna go live. We're gonna be there and back, man. We moved to Miami. We said, you know what? We out of Cali, baby. We going to Miami. All right, we just got to the airport. We're gonna go Miami, baby.
Yeah, we out here.
Let us know what you think.
I bet you Big Boy has like a whole warehouse of those things. He's just giving them away at this point. Man, really getting that guy to try those disgusting gummies? Sheesh. Anyway, can you believe though that Wes Watson, honestly, he may be the cornball mastermind. He truly may be the mastermind because he got the whole entire strength cartel to be his bitch. This guy really got another man to buy a property in Miami just so they could do content together. Like, why doesn't Wes Watson go to California? Why doesn't Wes Watson ever take trips down there anymore? It's because word on the street is that he's scared. He's scared that people from his ex-prison life or whatever are going to stomp him out. That's at least what the rumors are. I've heard it on different videos. I've had different, credible people tell me that the reason why Wes Watson doesn't leave Miami is because he's afraid of his past. And you know what? It's probably true. It's probably true. He's not a really courageous man at all. He just sits in this rented mansion non-stop all the time. But holy moly, I can't believe that Wes Watson actually got these guys to buy a property.
0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
You would never really roast those who are getting older, right? It's a fate that we will all have to approach one day. When you get older, right, you're going to get weaker. You're not going to be able to do as many things as you've done, right? Doesn't mean that once you turn, X age, you're supposed to be lazy, right? Always be in the gym, always work out, right? It's just that you're not going to be able to lift in your prime in your 20s compared to when you're like 60 or 70 years old, right? It's just the nature of the world we live in. And I would never, like I said, roast somebody who's aging and getting weaker. But Cali Fake Muscle is the exception. This guy I watched for years be an arrogant asshole to everybody because he was roided out of his mind, right? He thought that he could just take on anybody. I saw there's so many videos on YouTube of him pressing people just because they critique him. He got all mad. He'd get angry. He want to fight people, right? And this guy now, he has to be like fake humble because he realizes that he is nothing without the steroids. This guy has lost like 90% of his muscle mass, and all he does now is ego lift. Like, he used to ego lift even when he was like a massive unit, but he was able to get away with it because he was so massive. But now this guy has to be fake humble. He has to be fake quiet. We've seen Kelly Fake Muscle, his demeanor, it's changed so much because now reality slapped this idiot in the face. And I don't have any remorse for roasting this clown because, like I said, I watched him for years be so arrogant and be so cocky, and now this is like a satisfying downfall. This is what this guy deserves, and this is what happens when you treat other people like trash. Karma is going to get you.